MVP.
Did Tim Boyle make the Jets? That's all that's important.
You mean Snacks? Snacks is on the Jets.
Stinks.
Snacks is Tim Boyle.
Does he look like? I haven't.
Yeah. Someone in the Talking Giants chat was like, "Are we gonna point the elephant in the room?" And he took the screen grab, and I'm like, "I've been holding on it, waiting for the right moment, but you beat me to it." Okay, let me, because he's a redhead, but he has a similar hairstyle.
Yeah.
Can't wait for Bruce on Sunday, and then the Giants game on the 10th. Can't wait. Yeah, it's Snacks.
Where Springsteen's at the
MetLife.
MetLife?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Actually, it looks more like Anthony, but
it does look like him now that I'm looking at it. Unbelievable.
I was thinking that watching Hard Knocks, but I just didn't pull the trigger.
Can you hear anything in my background?
Yeah, you just heard me talk.
That was me. I
okay.
loaded the.
No, I'm saying, but I have the dehumidifier down here. Can you hear it?
I mean, I could hear it. It's not really a big deal.
No, it's not that big. No, that's not a big deal. No, it's not a big deal.
I don't want your house to flood.
It'd be kind of funny. Imagine having to call them on like tomorrow afternoon and be like, "Hey, so I just got home and yeah, I'm going back to my house."
The dog is going to her mom's. I'm just here. We're just having dinner and cake and things and podcasting.
Whose birthday?
Lauren's birthday is this week.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Fucking child. How's that nursing home fund coming?
Steven, why didn't...
What happened? Okay.
Okay, Danny, let me know what's next is, if he says anything.
Okay.
Cool. Let's get this started. That's not what I wanted. Welcome, episode 364, our 2023 NFL preview show. Before we get started, let's get this out of the way. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families of the late great WWE superstar Terry Funk, Hall of Famer, Wyndham Rotunda, also WWE superstar, probably going to go into the Hall of Fame, better known as Bray Wyatt, unfortunately. Who we missing? Bob Barker's family, and also Christopher Lloyd's wife actually passed away as well, who is the voice, Annie Sorkin, is actually the voice of Harley Quinn from the Batman animated series.
I didn't know she was married to Christopher Lloyd. Wow.
I didn't know that either until I looked it up. And then said someone was like, "Oh man, how is someone check on Christopher Lloyd and how he's doing?" So what? So yeah,
people dropping left and right.
Yeah, too bad it's not one of us.
It just kicked in right there.
No. Not yet. I'm just being morbid. I'm kidding.
That was the one going away. So
we're done.
He's like, for the love of God, don't wake up.
No, Bray Wyatt was the one that hit the hardest, other than Bob Barker, obviously. But with Bray, it's just what
was our literally friend or
yeah, well, Bob Barker, yeah. The thing with Bray is he's our age, so that hurt. Well, my age more specifically, and I can't help to think about like the WWE should have did more with him, and just like we didn't really get the full Bray Wyatt experience that we should have gotten.
Okay.
So that's what's like. Obviously, him dying sucks, but like that's like unwritten story of like, damn, what could have been more with Bray Wyatt. So that
Would
definitely
you
sticks.
want Bo Dallas to continue the story?
No, I think it's done. Just let it die. Just let it
If he
die.
wanted to.
I mean, just let it die. Alexa Bliss is having a baby any minute, so just let it die.
What was this? I missed. What was the story?
It's the whole
They
fun
were
house
finally getting the
thing.
family together.
Yeah.
Oh, Bo is Uncle Howdy.
Yeah. So, honestly,
The guy Bo Dallas is his real brother. So,
right.
which is cool because one of the final moments he's ever had in WWE is always going to be him and his brother in the ring.
Right.
Together. So,
yeah.
Yeah, that was a scary story too. They just said the reports came out that he said he was going to go take a nap, and his wife heard the alarm going off for a long time, so she went to go check on it to see what was going on, thinking maybe he was in the shower or something.
Right.
Yeah,
Nope.
Turning blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said heart condition / COVID is the final result, and Funk's been sick for a while. He's been, I think he was getting dementia or something.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was that old. So, I think he was like 78.
He was like super old.
Yeah,
Something like that.
So,
I saw
rest
a
in
thing
peace
about
to
Bob Barker today. It said him making to 99 and not being able to get that 100 on the circle thing makes you feel better about it.
Yeah, that's why he would have wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that one short?
Yeah, he didn't go over $1. That's it.
Yeah, I saw someone made that joke on Twitter.
Anyway, we are here to talk football because we could actually all be in. Well, 3 of us could be expecting that football should be a lot better than New York baseball.
I mean,
I wonder which one he's talking about.
don't know what he's. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know why he's talking about the Giants being bad. That's really interesting. I don't know why.
At least he didn't come after my Jets. He knows.
Listen, it's the Jets. I mean, even my dad said before the game last week, it was like typical Jets is right. Rodgers will run on the field for his first play and his leg will snap.
You know what? They said for a long time, it's the Red Sox and it's the Cubs. But you know what? Curses are made to be broken.
Now it's it's the Angels.
Yeah.
Running it
And the
back.
Maple Leafs.
Dominic Leone.
I guess the Leafs too. Yeah, it's more the Leafs is the most. Even though they won a series.
Probably the biggest one at this point because Cubs and Red Sox have both won.
Oh no, the Guardians are the longest.
I think.
Right, the Guardians I think have the longest streak right now in sports.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is like almost. I think it was 47 or something was that year. So.
Yeah, but how? Oh yeah, I guess. How is that longer than the Lions? Well, I guess if you're only counting Super Bowls.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's championship droughts.
Because I don't know what the Lions.
So, it's 72 years for the Kings since they won a championship.
For the Sacramento Kings?
Yeah.
Well, obviously not the LA.
Oh, yeah.
Kings.
The LA Kings won. Shut the fuck up.
The longest NFL drought is actually the Cardinals, apparently.
When's that?
The Guardians are at 73 years, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, they got a long way to go then.
They got 25 years before it really is a drought.
1925 was the...
It's a good year.
And they probably moved like 30 times before.
The Arizona Cardinals have the longest championship drought with their last title coming in 1947 as Chicago.
Ugh. Well,
Great.
They're likely
Longest playoff drought right now is the Jets, by the way, with 12 years.
Yep.
Since
in
they've been in the
all of North America.
Yeah. How's that feel?
And
I like that.
Yeah, you like.
Guardians are 73 years, yeah, and the Leafs.
Then the Knicks are
55 years for the Leafs.
the Knicks and Jets are not far away.
It doesn't say any. Well, they only have like the top like 7 or 8 of them. of each
No,
team.
I know. We're like 10 and 11, I'm sure.
The
Jets
Knicks are at 50 years.
Yeah, 73.
Yeah, 73.
So the Knicks are at 50 years.
Jets are at 54.
The NBA is the Kings at 72, Hawks at 64, Suns at 54, Clippers at 53, Knicks 50, Pacers 47, Nets 46, Blazers 46.
All those are going to keep going for a while.
Oh, those have been already bringing the Knicks season down.
Well,
Same.
we do have Mitchell Robinson, so that'll always help.
Great.
I really wish he logged on right at that moment.
He's really
That
a
would've been great
wonderful
if he logged on.
person and player. Really one of the best in the
He's
league.
probably one of the most underrated players in the NBA.
I would agree. Yeah, 100%. Probably should get a max contract. If we're
He's
being
like a
honest.
poor man's Dwight Howard when Dwight
Yeah.
Howard.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They call him Baby Dwight.
They do actually. They do. I'm going to start calling him Baby Dwight.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Did
Put
you
some
see
respect on
Dwight Howard's new car?
No.
Is he going to jump over it?
Does it fly?
No, he has so the
Is
medallion
there a
on the
sunroof
front.
over his head so we can cut it open? He can go open and stick his head out.
He has an NBA championship medallion as the front.
For the Lakers, got it.
So it
Lakers
doesn't
winning
count.
it, whatever. It's purple. I think it's
No,
a Rolls
that's
Royce.
what I'm saying.
But
Yeah.
however, you need to have a championship ring to put to it in order to start the car.
Is there a bumper sticker on the back that said Kobe called me a bitch?
Wait,
I saw a video.
that's just dumb.
Not clear.
So what happens when he has to pawn off the ring because he doesn't play basketball anymore and he goes bankrupt?
What happens when he's drunk? He's gonna get pulled over for drunk driving one of these days
Oh,
because
yeah.
nobody else can drive the car.
Hell yeah.
Apparently,
when he
Shaq has the
Pawns
same
off
thing.
the ring, he's got to pawn off the car with
Well,
it.
Shaq has more than one. He wants to be Shaq so bad. It's always been that case.
Yeah,
Everybody wants
Rolls
to be
Royce,
Shaq.
$500,000 customization.
I'm very excited about this podcast, watching Danny Green.
Like a mouse.
We're delaying it as long as we can, Danny.
Anyway, let's talk New York football.
Thank God.
Nobody cares about Milwaukee football. So
Everybody cares about Wisconsin football.
You know what?
not
People
even
in
the
Wisconsin.
College of Wisconsin cares about Wisconsin football.
They love Wisconsin football.
You're holding on the mic, by the way.
I am holding on the mic. Jim Leonard, head coach.
Great.
I think-
Um,
Or I don't know. He's something.
he was a Jet, wasn't he?
Yes.
He was. I'm saying
He
He's
was
the one that dove for
he's a
Victor
coach at
Cruz.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, he was the
Leonard.
no, yeah, he was the
He
was
dove
the
for Victor
interim.
Cruz.
Yeah, he was the interim coach last
I'm
year.
glad that's what he's like remembered for. Like, oh, he dove for Victor Cruz.
He did.
Not that he wasn't like a player or anything. It's like,
That
oh,
He was a solid player,
Yeah, he was.
but
And he was with the Ravens, so of course.
Wasn't he the one that
bumped it up.
ended Anquan Baldwin's life? Who's the one who laid out Anquan Baldwin in the
No, he wasn't there. I don't think he was there yet.
Oh my
Maybe
god, now I'm blanking on who that was. Someone
Eric
laid out
Smith.
No.
He probably wasn't on that team yet either.
Was it? No, I'm thinking of Rhodes. That was the
Cody
Viking.
Rhodes
Kerry
was.
Rhodes?
Kerry Rhodes definitely didn't do it. He was too pretty. I don't know.
You guys remember the hit though?
I remember the hit, but I don't remember the Jet.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. What you're talking about.
They wore their Titans jerseys those games. I think, if I remember correctly. Who
So-
killed Anquan Bolden? Now he wouldn't play for a month.
Eric Smith.
Who was Eric Smith?
That's the one who hit him.
Well, there was only 2 white guys, so.
He wouldn't play for a month. His career would have ended right then and there because of the fact that he didn't get up.
He got CTE on that play.
Yeah, 100%.
Didn't he play like another 6 years or something?
Yes, he did.
He was a tough
He had
guy.
a solid career. He had a very solid career, even
Yeah.
in Baltimore.
Good you.
All right, Dev. Let's start over with you guys. That team, the green one.
The Jets, the New York Football Jets.
Every game that you guys lose, there's a bar in Milwaukee that's gonna give free beer.
I love the pettiness. I'm not
Not
gonna
gonna be a
lie.
lot of beer.
That's
not
why
gonna
they
be
did
a
They're
lot.
it.
like,
That's
if
why they
Aaron
did
Rodgers
it.
starts and the Jets lose, we're giving you free beer, and they're like,
Okay,
"Oh, we're
but here's the thing. 1, great promotion. 2, probably not going to have to give away that much beer. This is solid. This is a great business decision.
Like 5,
right,
6.
because everyone's gonna go to this bar to watch the Jet
Honestly,
game.
they should offer you a free beer after every Packers game this year.
Jordan
I think
Love
they're
is gonna win MVP of season, and you're
When the
gonna
Packers
wish
are
you trade for him instead of Rodgers.
a 10-win team. I mean,
You think they're a 10-win team?
I think they
I
have
mean,
10
they
wins.
play the
you're
Bears
you could,
twice,
you
so
could
that's
break
two.
that down. You'd pencil them in for 10 wins right now.
No, I think they have 10-win potential.
That's if everything goes right and Jordan
Yeah.
Love turns into a stud.
Listen, Devin, when you trade for Jordan Love in 20 years, you're gonna love that guy. Okay?
Right. You just get ready for him. Just
Listen.
start scouting.
You know what? I don't even care. Like, he can't be good because I'm tired of the Packers always just falling ass backwards into Hall of Fame quarterbacks. It's unbelievable.
Not falling ass backwards.
Yeah, but they don't
Perspective
win
draft.
anything.
It's amazing to me how you've never had to in your life had a quarterback struggle. Not once.
What's this
Not
like
once.
you with the Yankees?
That's not true.
Right. It was
Why?
like,
The
you
last-
remember the
since
first day you
2011,
went without.
The Yankees haven't really been anything great.
Well,
Well,
we'll
that's
think back.
2009
to,
was
then
the
he's
best.
talking more like closer wise about that. 20. What was it?
No,
13
I was
Runs
talking
over
about
errors
the
last
fact
year, so
of them being in last place /
Well,
It's
under
actually
500.
it's funny.
Devin, this is the first time they've been under 500, like basically in our lifetime. In
Well,
your-
I
your
actually
and I's
heard that
lifetime.
they actually they've only been in last place in their division 5 times in their history.
And they haven't been under 500 since what, 1992? 3?
Yeah.
Pretty well.
Shout out Mets for feeling bad that you guys were in last place, so we joined you.
Right.
Yeah, but I pay for it in my other sports, like being a Jets fan and Islanders fan. Like, I'm paying for it too. You know, I'm not just out here just grabbing good teams. Like, the Yankees were always my team.
There's always
Right.
going to be one team that's going to be successful out of the 3 that you root for.
Not
That's why I've
always.
always like the Giants have always been that team that I could rely on to at least be decent. And then over the last couple of years, the Islanders have been that team to fill in. You know, last couple of years haven't been great, but the Mets were good last year. You know, each
Giants are the
year
worst
there's
team
going to
in
be
football
one
for
of the
5 years.
3 should have a decent year that keeps you occupied.
It was a 5-year stretch, Danny. Don't give me 2 fingers.
Well, this year I am excited about the Jets. Rodgers looks
I don't
good.
know. October 14th is around the corner.
He stays
Then
healthy.
that's all that matters. Fuck the Jets.
Well, that's it. I
Hockey.
just need Rodgers to stay upright and healthy. And honestly,
So do I.
the rest of the team around him is pretty damn good. I mean, Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard, Mecole Hardman. I mean, you lost Corey Davis, but he was going to be essentially your 4th or 5th receiver anyway. So
Probably even later than
Not
that,
huge of a loss.
with the blocks
Brees
Cobb is
Hall,
throwing
Dalvin
in
Cook.
week 3 of the preseason.
I just need the Jets with the defense they had last year, which should be better because they're not going to be on the field as much because how putrid the offense was last year. As long as the defense is going to be the defense and they can give me like a top 10 offense, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. We were actually, I think we had 5 losses where the defense gave up 20 or less points. Like, we lost those games. Those shouldn't be losses this year. So if you count those 5 as wins, you're looking at a 12-win team that year if they just had a semi-decent offense compared to just nothing last year. So I think the offense, give me a top 10 offense and a top 3 defense, I like my chances going against a lot of teams.
Oh yeah, just be great at everything and you'll be good. I agree. That's a great.
Well, if Rodgers is going to be Rodgers, and he's looked good, he looked good in the preseason too when he came out there and some of the throws he made, and it's so much more fun to watch him play than Zach Wilson, because Zach Wilson holds onto the ball for a year and a day, and just to watch Rodgers work so quickly and get the ball out of his hands and not have to worry about him getting crushed every 5 seconds should be fine. I know people are worried about the offensive line, but like,
it's a worry.
I mean,
but he hasn't had an offensive line in 10 years, so.
But I haven't heard anybody worry about the offensive line when Breece Hall was running for 150 yards a game and was on his way to be the offensive rookie of the year. So I want to see what it looks like whole. You just got Dwayne Brown back last week. He practiced with them today. He's been practicing all week. He'll be ready for week 1. I want to see what it all looks like together first before I just automatically say, okay, this line sucks and it's not going to be able to work. I think if the line becomes that big of a problem, I don't think Douglas hesitates to go add a lineman somewhere, whether they go to one of the bottom feeder teams that aren't going to compete this year and see if we can grab one of their linemen or something. But
Arizona's on the fire sale.
There's not many things wrong with this Jets team. I mean, the defensive line is insane. I went to the preseason game on Saturday, and all games that defensive line was just collapsing the pocket. Sauce Gardner with DJ Reed on the outside. I mean, they have no problem playing them one-on-one, man-to-man instead of even going zone. I love that defense. The defense is obviously going to be a strength of the team, but I just need Rodgers to be – I don't even need MVP Rodgers. I need just competent Rodgers, and I think this team will be special.
They were talking about it on the fan today that Rodgers last year with a bad thumb would have been
like the third
playoff
best
team
season for Jets. It would have been like the third or fourth best season for a quarterback for the Jets.
And like literally with a broken thumb, he led the Packers to basically win an in-game in Week 18 when they shouldn't.
A broken thumb on his throwing hand would have been the fourth or third best season for a Jets quarterback in their history. And this is coming off. I mean, last year. I mean, is he what he is last year, or is he going to be more like the guy that just won back-to-back MVP? I mean,
probably somewhere in the middle.
I think he still has plenty.
Listen, you'll take in the middle and be happy.
But not only that, I'm taking a really motivated Aaron Rodgers.
Right,
really
you're getting a pissed off Aaron Rodgers. Yeah,
I'm not getting somebody that doesn't. I mean, I like the fact that he's still super competitive, and I saw that Saturday when it was right before the touchdown pass to Garrett Wilson. One of your players, is it Jihad Ward? One of the linemen
was like hitting him or
like
got to him late.
It gave him like an extra shove late. And Rodgers got right into his face and kind of just, they were going back and forth for about 20 yards. They were going where nobody even interfered. They just kept going back and forth helmet to helmet. And the very next play, he throws the touchdown to Garrett Wilson and immediately finds Jihad Ward to get into his face again and talk shit. I feel like you're getting a guy that's pissed off and wants to prove people wrong. Sitting there saying that, he's washed up. He's got nothing left in the tank. He's on the decline. I think he's going to ball out this year. I'm not saying he's going to throw 45 touchdowns and 7 interceptions and be in the MVP race, but is it crazy to think that he could throw somewhere around 30, 35 touchdowns and 10 or less interceptions? I don't think that's too crazy.
Well, he's basically only thrown 10 or less interceptions in his career. It's like 4 out of.
He doesn't throw interceptions. Like he doesn't force the ball into places that he knows would have picked off, and he's very careful. Which again, Zach Wilson wasn't. Zach Wilson's kind of like, let me scramble around, throw off my back foot across the field, and Rodgers at least got to protect the ball, which again helps the defense just become better because they don't have to be on the field all day.
The protecting the ball, it does have a downside. He was less aggressive in general. The past, probably not so much the MVP seasons, but last year and 2019, he was significantly less aggressive, but it was also there was no turnovers. And you could win games like that, especially with the team that, the Jets have, the running backs and the defense that they have. They can do that. So it's, I think he shouldn't try to do everything himself, but he always ends up trying to do it himself. So
yeah, but I feel like with this team, with all the weapons that he has around him this year, I don't think he's gonna. I mean, he's gonna have
he does it every time.
running game in football. with
He does it
Brees
every
Hall
time.
and Dalvin Cook, he can lean on them, heavily and be fine.
I mean, okay. I mean, Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon are just as good as Brees Hall and Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, but I don't see. I can't take.
They
last
are.
year
Denny, you
as-
know I'm right.
I'm with
I-
you, Vic.
I mean, I can't take last year as like what he is, though. The guy played with a broken thumb.
No, I don't think last
Could he
year is
not
what he
be
is.
aggressive and make the throws that he wanted to make because he couldn't grip the ball
Finn's the bitter X.
with his right hand in the bitter cold of Lambeau? I mean,
My biggest gripe and the thing that you're having, I think that will be the downfall. Is not last year, as the year before. They were the best team in the NFC in 2021, and then they got to the playoff game, and he just shat the bed. He tried to do everything himself. He didn't go through his reads. He just threw the ball to Devontae for the entire game, and they only scored 7 points. So, will that happen again? I don't know. I hope not, for your sake, but
I don't know. I feel like I know the Packers had a pretty good defense that year. I think too, weren't they in the
they
top?
did. I mean, they've
that?
the last few years they've had at least middle of the pack to like 10th defense. It's not top 3. I understand that, but it's
I just feel like this defense is going to give him a lot of opportunities with a short field, and I'm not going to need Rodgers to sit there and get me from the 2-yard line, a 98-yard drive every time he goes out there. I feel like this defense is going to really help the offense a lot, which they put him in really great positions last year. We just didn't have a quarterback that could take advantage of it.
True.
I mean, how many times did the defense make a turnover or, sit there and go 3 and out, and then we did decent field position, couldn't do anything with it. It was a 3 and out our end, and we're punting away. So I feel like he's going to have a top 3 defense to hang on. And, I mean, I just feel like with the weapons and the system they're going to run where he's not going to have the ball in his hands very long when he gets the snap. It's going to be kind of like what Brady was with the Buccaneers. As soon as he can get that ball out of his hands, he's getting the ball out of his hands, which is also another reason why I fucking love watching this dude play because, again, Zach Wilson processed information so slow. And when he got to the line, he didn't recognize defenses at all. And I feel like Rodgers does that in his sleep. Like, he talked about it on Hard Knocks, too, if you watched him and Zach Wilson talking.
Yeah, I was about to say that. He's been showing Wilson, like, hey, that third hitch, you better start moving to your left or your right and pick a side to go to and start keep moving.
You're so athletic at your second hitch, you need to be moving. Like, you need to be on the move. You can't just stay there. And his internal clock was not something Zach Wilson had. And Rodgers being a master at his craft, I just need him to be – I don't need him even to be a top 5 quarterback for this team to be really successful. Give me top 10 to top 12, and I feel like this team could be really successful because of how bad the offense was last year. But I think that, Rodgers can give me 30-plus touchdowns and keep the interceptions low and keep the ball safe and throw for 4,000 plus. I think that's a fair expectation that you could see from him this year.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
And I think with that,
were there surprises today?
What did you say?
Were there any surprises today to you about roster moves?
No. Tanzel's smart. I thought he had a good
saw
chance.
everybody going.
I thought he might make it, but he didn't make it. He'll probably end up back on the practice squad. He's been with us for like 4 years, but I thought he played really well this offseason, but I just didn't think that. That defensive line is so deep. It's crazy. You have guys like Jermaine Johnson and Carl Lawson on the second unit on the line. Like, that unit is hard to break. But no, I knew Tim Boyle was going to make it. The wide receivers, there's a couple still with the Jets that I think Irv Charles, I think his name is. I think he'll end up getting cut. I know Salah said a couple of the bubble guys were going to practice today, so I could see him getting cut. But there was really no surprises that I thought, like, wow, I can't believe he got cut. I know we cut one of the rookie tight ends, but, I mean, apparently he was just running the wrong routes and just didn't look good at all. And how can you cut, Conklin or Uzama or any of those guys? So that's another room that's kind of hard to crack at the moment. But, no crazy cuts. I thought everybody that got cut was probably going to get cut. And ready for September 11th.
Who beat the Packers last year? Bailey Zappi got cut today.
Bailey Zappi,
Not only
JJ
Bailey Zappi got cut, but Malik Cunningham got cut as well. The Patriots have one quarterback on their roster.
Really?
McCorkle Jones.
They really only kept one quarterback?
I've never. Listen, let me tell you something. As a Jets fan, I've hated and you feared the Patriots because they were so good for so long. I've never been so not scared of the Patriots in my life than right now.
They went from Tom Brady to a dude
To a
named
McCorkle Jones.
McCorkle.
Let me tell you, the Patriots are down bad right now. Really down bad.
I mean, they're going to finish fourth.
Bro, Patriots fans are calling up their local radio show, and they're calling for Belichick's job. The guy won you how many rings, and you're just calling for his job? Wild.
You can't. It's
wild.
impossible.
I know New York fans can be a little out of control, including myself, but I don't know if I'd ever be calling for Bill Belichick's job. If Bill Belichick was the Jets coach, he brought me all those rings.
He was for like an hour. He was for like, wasn't he a coach there for an hour?
Well, he was technically their coach twice.
Yeah, I don't see how there's any way the Patriots don't finish in fourth place.
Brian Cashman's won just as many championships.
Yeah.
No, stop it. He's won one. He's won one without being carried by like Stick Michael or any of those guys. Stop yourself.
Bunch.
Listen, I hate Bill Belichick with all my soul, but I'm absolutely going to tell you that Bill Belichick's a more successful sports figure than Brian Cashman.
I think it's debatable. I think I pull up the resume.
Okay? And I hate Bill Belichick. I hate that homeless-looking bastard on the sideline. I hate him. But I can tell you right now,
pull up the tail of the tape.
I would have sat there and gave my right leg for Bill Belichick to be my coach. I hate him, though, because he's not my coach.
You'd be a one-legged person to Bill Belichick?
I'd be a goddamn pirate if he brought me that many Super Bowls. Yeah. Fine by me. Get the peg leg and the eye patch ready.
The annoying thing is George Young didn't think he was ready. Imagine if Belichick was coaching the Giants for 30 years. That'd be something, too.
It's crazy how badly Belichick wanted to be the Giants coach.
He still does.
I think the
he
Giants
smiles literally every time they any question about the Giants come up.
I think if Mara called him tomorrow and said, "Listen, we want you to be the coach," he'd leave the Patriots in a heartbeat.
Of course.
They have a new.
I think that's the only place. But then again, the only other guy.
Well, like I think in like the like the front office job, he'd probably get.
Right, he could be a GM or whatever or something.
No, he ain't being the GM. Look at that track record.
Oh yeah, Isaiah Simmons.
Because we need McCorkle Jones to replace Daniel Jones. Yeah.
I can't wait till Isaiah Simmons is getting booed when he's running off the field.
Well.
You know, though, Isaiah Simmons is a very low risk, high reward.
I know it's an extremely.
You got him for you got a top 7 pick for a 7th round.
Even if he wasn't a top 7 pick, he was just a guy who played.
More people wouldn't give him like a 6th or a 5th. Honestly.
But hopefully, with Wink Martindale and him focusing on one position,
he looked good.
That
one on Saturday.
That one rush, if he went lower on
I have one issue.
All right, we're transitioning to the Giants.
I have one
starting with Isaiah Simmons,
and that's that he took number 19.
Yeah, I text Wes that. I'm like, hopefully he has better juju.
That's not great. I don't like that.
I don't like it.
That's not great. We're not betting on him to make tackles.
And that's a weird linebacker number too.
I can't. That's my old man take is we need to go back to numbers with structure. I can't. With these
guys are wearing numbers. I'm happy he didn't take number 0. Oh wait, Paris Campbell 0, right?
Paris Campbell 0. Yeah.
Well, the real tragedy of the day is that the Giants cut Jamison Crowder.
Oh, really? What a travesty!
We didn't even know that guy was on the
team. And we cut Beasley, so I'm sure when Shepard gets hurt in a couple.
Beasley, Crowder, James Robinson, you guys cut.
Yeah, Robinson was slow and.
Oh, was he? I didn't realize he got
Other than that one,
Robinson was like that odd guy. Gray has shown the special teams, so he gets the job to be the third back behind.
Yeah, and he was running pretty well. Yeah, and they like Brightwell for whatever reason.
That one was interesting to keep him.
Our thoughts on the outlook of the Giants this year, guys?
They're going to be a better team, but will the wins and losses look the same as last year. And it's going to be interesting because we were
It's a
in so
tough
many.
start to the season.
Well, not only that, but I think it's going to be interesting to see with how many one-score games we won last year happen this year, because we know that's a lucky balance. You win some, lose some. Some seasons we were like 9-8-1, and like in other years we'd be 4-12 because we're not getting the close game factors. You know what I mean? So I'm interested to see how it goes in year 2 with Dable. I'm very excited for the season. This is the most excited I've been since 2016. We all know how 17 that when we all know how that ended up. But I think with the better coaching and front office so far, I think I could put my trust towards the coach in the front office and to think we're going to get the players going as good to close to being what we were last year. So I'm excited, but I'm a little nervous at the same time because we got to see it, how hard this schedule is, and we're going to have to see it again. So hopefully the offense steps up, and it seems like Daniel Jones seems more confident with everything you hear during training camp and that one series. We're just like, all right, he's looked at like that in every highlight you saw of him in practice. So I'm excited. Steve, what do you think about Jones?
I'm definitely excited about Jones. Like, you just read every tweet, every post, everything about him is just the confidence he has.
Right.
On and off the field, in the huddles during practice, on the sideline during practice. You never heard that about him.
Yeah,
going through what was it? 3 different offensive systems in his career.
Yeah, 3. Yeah,
basically. And it's like consistently changing and blah blah blah. And I think just you have a coach that just cares about his quarterback and just wants to let his quarterback play. It's just like, think about it. If Dable doesn't run his offense for Josh Allen, what is Josh Allen? Do we know what Josh Allen be? This guy out of Wyoming.
Probably still pretty good.
He may be, but then again, he could be having Jason Garrett as a coach, and we could be questioning whether you want to keep Josh Allen as your quarterback much longer.
I think Josh Allen does have a better arm, even though stats won't probably back it up. In terms of like converting and accuracy and all that other stuff. But like I think with that, it's just so interesting to be like, all right, you're right. Josh Allen could have all that, like not have. You could have Garrett, like you mentioned, and it's just like we know his talent. So they probably would be like, okay, opposed to like Daniel Jones is like his ability and everything is like elite, but he's not Josh Allen. So, yeah, I don't know, man.
I think.
Yeah, I'm not sitting here comparing him, of course, to Josh Allen.
I know.
At the end of the day, I'm just saying, like, put a guy in an offense that
sounds like you were comparing Daniel Jones to Josh Allen.
You know, I'll take a guy that I can trust in an offense.
Sounds like
consistent.
You hate Josh Allen's guts.
I just had Stephon Diggs have a bad touchdown year last year because he just didn't want to throw it to him in the end zone. So that was the problem.
It sounds like Josh
that was
Allen's
the real problem.
Rivers. And you
honestly,
just hate
for
him unconditionally.
The amount that you're going to pay Daniel Jones now, you need more than 15 touchdowns.
No, this is what I was going to say. I think
he doesn't give
why
you more.
Draft Hyatt.
I think if he sits there and he has a season where, even if he has 20 touchdowns and the interceptions are back up, I mean, eventually, if he doesn't sit there and show that he's worth $40 million, you're going to be having the same conversation you're having about, Dak Prescott and Cowboys.
Right. So, like, this is what I think with Jones. It's very weird because usually when you get your quarterback makes even more money now, it's just like, okay, he's like, all right, he's earned it. You know what I mean? Stat-wise. Right. But, like, with Daniel Jones, you can see it. There's something that's
they're betting on his potential.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's usually all right. We know what he has, and this contract. It seems like he has got since he got the money.
But for
he's
$40
more
million
relaxed.
a year, I need 25, 30 throwing touchdowns. Or if you're going to give me 25 touchdowns throwing, then you better be giving me 5 to 10 rushing touchdowns.
And
also.
and I think it's gonna come this year because, as I'm mentioning, it looks like Daniel has his confidence, and it's just like we've never seen that. And
how do you think Evan Neal's going to be this year? I think
honestly, if he could be half better, we're still going to be in good shape.
Because I like Andrew Thomas.
Right, he is in that.
The
top
key
tier.
again, as always, is going to be the center of the line. I think the outsides are improving.
Well, you guys like the center that you drafted.
Well, yeah, we like the center. He's going to be the guy. He is the guy. You know, he's getting that rapport with Jones. I like that you saw Thomas and Neal got along a lot during the offseason this year. So kind of Thomas kind of got into his ear and kind of was like, hey, listen, this is how I transitioned from, a tough rookie year. He wasn't terrible. He wasn't great.
Wasn't good.
It's like he wasn't. I wouldn't say he wasn't good. Think about it. Think about trying to be a starting left tackle with no reps at all because of all the COVID stuff. Being drafted and being like, hey, your first time against a professional guy is going to be TJ Watt. Congratulations. Best of luck. Your first NFL snap, TJ Watt's going to stare you in the eyes. No snaps against anybody else. He had it rough to start. He improved that entire year. And Neal got better last year, too. He made his rookie mistakes. He had issues. But, again, Thomas got in his ear this offseason. They became friends, and now we're going to build together.
Well, with that harder schedule that you guys got this year, I think there's a good amount of things that need to go right with the Giants to get back to the playoffs. I think that Evan Neal has to take the next step. I think Daniel Jones has to I almost died here. Daniel Jones has to take the next step. I think that your corners have to be better this year. I know you guys got the kid. What's the name of the kid you guys drafted?
Deontay Baker.
Deontay Baker, I think, needs to be that guy on the defense to kind of hold it down in corner. But, yeah. And Saquon's got to stay healthy. Saquon's got to have another year like he just did. Because this schedule for you guys is a lot harder than what it was. So you need to definitely have some guys step it up a little bit more if you guys definitely want to make the playoffs again.
Yeah.
One of the things I love in the NFL is, and for some reason it's not working on my laptop right now, is there's always an out at the end of at each year's contract. So if Daniel Jones takes that much of a step back, let's see if I can. Sports Track, of course, doesn't want to work today. Here we go. So, if he's on the team next year, it's a $45 million cap. If not, it's $63 dead cap. But after next season for Daniel Jones, because even if he has, let's say, a subpar season this year, and you start questioning it, he's still not where you think he is next year. The following year, he's got a 2-year buyout at $18 million a year against the cap.
Right. That's why I love the contract.
Well, see, that's fine and all, but then.
But that's what gets put into all these NFL contracts.
So you're not going to be bad enough to have a good pick to get a new quarterback.
Well, that's why I'm saying next year is going to be the year. Like, if he has a bad year this year, you can go with him again next year. And if he improves again, great. He's still your quarterback after that. If not, you're falling backwards. And also, a lot of these quarterbacks, a lot of these guys, outside 2 or 3 guys every year, these top guys don't hit a lot of times, I could sit here and tell you right now Arizona's going to draft Caleb Williams #1 next year because, let's face it, they're going to suck. And they're playing for Caleb Williams. You don't put Kyler on the IL for the season and basically say he's not playing all year and trade everybody for 7th round.
They might
picks.
as well trade him now.
Right. You might as well trade Kyler and see if you can get the 2nd overall pick too, and take both the quarterbacks that come out for next year and see what happens.
Green Bay's going to trade for Kyler because Jordan Love ain't.
No, they don't like
we need
quarterbacks
a backup.
that actually can run.
We do need a backup.
Who is the Packer backup this year?
His name is Sean Clifford.
He works at the local brewery in Wisconsin.
He went to Penn
He's the
State.
guy who offered the
We are Penn State.
Penn State alum.
You should ask Devin what it's like to have a Penn State quarterback on his team.
Their third string might as well have been like throughout camp. Might as well have been a guy from the brewery. His
If you
name
want
was
to know what it's like to have a Penn State quarterback, you come to me, my man. Okay, because Christian Hackenberg.
Oh, when they made that pick, I was like, oh my god.
We were at Citi Field. The Mets wasn't that the
Great
game where they scored like 12 runs in an inning? Vin?
Yeah.
And we were at that game, and I remember seeing that you guys drafted Christian Hackenberg, and the only thing that made me laugh more was that the Bucks took a kicker before Christian Hackenberg.
I hated my fan base when they sat there and they went nuts for Christian Hackenberg marching down the field in a preseason game and scoring a touchdown. They cheered like we just won the Super Bowl. They're like, "Oh my God, here he is! This is it!" I'm like, "You're all morons. This isn't it."
Has there been a successful Penn State quarterback in the NFL?
Terry Collins.
Oh, yeah. I guess he would be the best all-time Penn State quarterback, huh?
Probably.
Looking like it.
I can't think of any other off the top of the head.
Penn State.
Just look at this list at Penn State quarterbacks. It's not great.
Not great, Bob. It's like Notre Dame.
Let's see. Todd Blackledge.
Todd Blackledge. I knew there was one of them. He got drafted.
Excuse me.
Marino got drafted.
We're all forgetting about the great Trace McSorley, who had a play.
He just got cut.
Matt McGloin.
Oh, Matt McGloin.
The Jets get all these
New York, New Jersey Guardian legend. I think it was
After that, you got Jeff Hostetler.
the Haas.
Okay.
Super Bowl winning.
So maybe one ranked above Kerry. He does have one more ring than Kerry.
Other than that, not much there.
No.
Not great, Bob.
You got a guy named
I'm just gonna say
Wally Richardson. Everybody knows.
I'm just gonna say I watch a lot of Big Ten football, and Penn State usually has a good quarterback in college. But you can tell.
They get great linebackers. The linebackers will do. Oh, it's a great idea.
They have Glenn Tillinger, right?
Running backs.
But they have him actually dressed up in a baseball uniform because he was more known for playing baseball than he was football. That's how low the Penn State QBs are in history. It's tough. It's tough for Penn State.
It is.
They miss. Is Joe Paterno dead? Yeah, he's dead, isn't he?
Yeah.
He died right away.
They miss him. That program.
He made it like a week after firing. He was gone.
Yeah.
He was like, "Well, I got nothing to do now. See you guys later."
I'm out.
He was like, "I need."
His pants.
That's tough.
On the sideline, it's one of the all-time greatest NFL clips of
And he's prairie dogging it in their shit skin.
They say that
Eternal was on the other side of the field, so he's just.
They say that's one of the best runs in Penn State history. Was him having the run.
And then he comes out with different color pants in the second half, and
like we
just
didn't know that it just happened.
It's funny that they made him run. Like there was a guy last year. I think it was DK.
Who do you think was changing his diaper in the locker room in those days?
DK Metcalf said he had to take a shit.
It had to be Sandusky, right?
The towel boy in there.
Like, had to be Sandusky changing the diaper.
You can't. Cowboys.
Get over here and powder these cheeks. I got it out there for half.
Oh my god.
It's tough. It's tough.
Tough.
All right. Well.
So now that we brought that up, are we all still in shock that Sandusky's still alive in prison?
Yeah.
Is he really?
Nobody's killed him.
Wow.
I think he's under
the prison system
massive.
I'll be the first to say it. The prison system getting soft.
It really is. That guy should
20 years ago, he would have been dead first weekend. It's unbelievable how soft it is in there.
Back in my day, that wouldn't happen.
That didn't fly back in the prison systems years ago. Now, you just do whatever you want.
All these movies you made about killing the child molester, and now this guy's just chilling.
For being honest,
it's just classic scene when the child molester is making everybody's lunch, and all of a sudden he gets quartered to the lunchroom, and they all got
If Sons of Anarchy taught me anything,
right
people die in prison very quickly.
Yeah, the prison's not the same anymore. Honestly, it's soft.
It's really woke, liberal prison.
It's liberal.
Really.
Damn libs.
For a guy, he's been in jail. It's got to be what, 10 years at least.
That's why
Yeah.
That's why Trump's not afraid to go to prison. He knows.
You kidding?
He's
He's
He's gonna look
like,
like
"Send me."
Dr. Evil going to when Dr. Evil was
yeah,
in prison
right.
with the
We're-
Hard Knocks
we're all-
song.
He's out here like, go ahead, send me. My boy with the Viking helmet will get me out.
Yeah, let us. He's probably asking to be roomies.
Getting real political out here.
Let us just be.
All right, you want to make some picks?
Yeah, let's make some picks.
I'm trying to find
Let's
out
be
when he.
let's
was
be right this time.
yeah, man.
Yeah, well,
We're always so good at that.
Yep, Max Scherzer, Cy Young Award for the NL. I picked it.
Hell yeah, you did.
Mets winning the
Good for
division. We picked it.
That's winning the division. Yo,
You know what
fucking-
though? The one pick I did get right in that baseball picks was that could actually still come true is Garrett Cole winning the Cy Young.
It's very possible.
And that was out of spite.
Yeah, that was just out of spite, being a jerk. Oh no, it's my dog yelling.
Yeah, dog wants to let you know that the Packers are going to win 10 games.
Vin already told me on the side to put the Packers in as the division winner.
Nope.
I bet
I'm going with the crowd on this one.
Yeah, you're taking the Bears. I like how we both thought of it.
The Bears.
I'm riding with Dan.
Here's a
Campbell.
question: if the Bears are drafting top 5 this year, are they taking a quarterback?
I guess it depends on how it looks with Justin Fields. If he looks terrible, you could see them just crush it all down, get a new GM, get a new coach, and then have him draft his quarterback. But if Justin Fields look good and they win 6 games, I mean, do you blame Justin Fields or just continue to try to build around him?
By the way, NHL Network has such little things to talk about right now that it's still showing that Ilya Sorokin signed an 8-year extension on the bottom of their screen.
Oh, yeah, he did. That Russian ink don't dry quick enough. We're in here.
And they're about to show a Rangers Dallas Stars game from 2003.
2003?
Nice, I have something to watch later. Can't wait.
I mean, that's just.
All right, you ready? What do we
That's
start
right.
now?
I'm gonna go with the Eagles here.
Yeah.
They're
I
just
feel like that'd be the
a lot
default
better.
answer.
Yeah. Chalk pick.
Yep, Eagles.
Go ahead, Danny. I want to
Eagles.
Cowboys for his dad. I can see it already.
hang them, Danny. Go Giants.
I'm not after what I did to the Mets. I'm not doing it.
After what I did to the Mets.
I listened to Vince stupidly, and we
Come
saw
on,
how
Vin.
that worked out.
Call the Giants are gonna win the division because that's what you love to do.
No, I mean, I'd love to pick the Giants, and then you guys,
Go the Cowboys,
completely,
then.
absolutely blow up. But I'll take the Eagles. Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah. Eagles just
Unfortunately,
seem like
They're the class of the league.
the surefire pick.
yeah, Snacks is gonna, I guess, send us his.
They are the NFC, in my opinion, right now.
Yeah, them and the Niners.
Correct.
I Purdy's got to prove it to me in the first month at least before I could.
Well, their defense and how they are able to run the ball.
Well, Bosa's not there.
They still have a good
Bosa-
defense with.
How long was he out for?
Well, it's him holding out.
Until they pay him.
Oh, okay. Well, that's gonna
So
be tough.
hopefully, for their sake, it's after
Sure.
week 3.
They should pay him like the morning of that game. That way he could be there on the sideline. Or
all
we
right,
blow
I'll
them up
take
so
it.
badly that they have to sign him.
Daniel Jones on Thursday Night Football, lighting it up.
Let's
Daniel
go.
Jones prime time.
Let's go with that.
Gotta
Let's
love
go
it.
with that. Barkley runs every run towards where Bosa's supposed to be. 10 yards every time.
I like your thing.
And then they
Okay.
have to pay him at halftime.
Vin, who's winning the NFC North?
The Detroit Lions.
Ooh.
Now I have to take the Vikings because I know they're not going to. The Lions are not going to win the division.
The Vikings stink. I mean, they
If
don't.
I'm being honest, I have the Lions winning the division also. I had the Vikings finishing second and Green Bay finishing third.
I'm going Vikings as well.
I don't necessarily disagree with that, but we'll see.
Just because I don't know what Jordan Love is.
Yes, you do. You just don't want to admit it, and it's okay.
Listen.
It's okay.
Listen, I could be wrong, Vin, but you know what? I think it's time that you got to deal with some crap.
I don't think it's time.
I
think you need to fight with the Cardinals for that first overall
a little
pick
bit of
and get
struggle.
Caleb.
A little bit, Vin. You know what? Go maybe 2-3 years without a quarterback, and then you can draft another fucking surefire Hall of Famer. Okay? How about that, Vin?
Yeah, wait for Rodgers to retire, for Devin to have his Super Bowl ring, and then you can get whatever you want.
One ring. Let me tell you something. If I could see one Super Bowl ring win, I will die a happy man. I could go through 20, 30 more losing seasons after that. But you know what?
I have a serious question for Devin right now. We're gonna look back at that Eagles Super Bowl run for a second. If Rodgers gets hurt having an MVP season and Zach Wilson comes to a Super Bowl,
if Zach Wilson comes in and wins the Super Bowl,
he pulls a Foles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in tears of joy.
Okay.
I don't care who wins the Super Bowl. I just want to win the Super Bowl.
Sure, I agree. Yeah,
I don't care
100%.
if Mark Sanchez comes out of retirement and runs into the lineman's ass again as long as we get a Super Bowl win out of it. I don't care.
Air Bud starting quarterback.
Okay, I haven't seen a playoff win
Since
2010. Okay, I haven't had any sort of football joy in 13 years. Okay, I need this.
Soon that was that one time Eric Decker beat the Patriots.
And you have nothing else to hide.
What if they're just competitive but miss the playoffs?
No, it's a failure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So that's
Just
an
making
F.
sure.
That's an F of a season.
Just making sure we're on the same
Oh,
page.
it's like us this year.
Let me just be clear. If they miss the playoffs, Robert Sala's fired, and Joe Douglas to lose his job.
Really?
100%.
Rightfully so.
100%. You can't not make the playoffs with this team. I know the AFC is pretty loaded, but you're projected to be a top 3 to 5 team in the AFC. You need to be better.
That's a lot.
You can't unless they somehow win 11 games and don't make the playoffs.
Right. What if they win 12 games and somehow miss the playoffs?
Then that's different.
Okay.
But if they win 9 or 10 games and miss the playoffs,
right.
No, you got to win that 11th.
Okay.
But yeah, not the Lions on that one. So what are we in the South now? NFC South?
NFC South.
That division's such dog shit.
I mean, it's the Saints. There's never really an option.
The worst division.
I'm going with the Saints.
Yeah, it's rough. It's just rough. I think Derek Carr has enough to propel them to get.
I almost want to pick someone else to be different because
I know, but I think it's the Saints.
I really like. I was thinking about this one today, and I was like,
the Panthers.
I was because even the Panthers had a decent season last year.
Yeah, they won like 6 or 7 games.
Like they're not getting the kid if they don't trade up for him. Like it's not like they had the first overall pick. They had to give up to get there. By the way, the Cardinals have 2 first-round picks next year, and one of them is Houston's. So they're going to have 2 picks in the top 5.
Yeah, it is Derek Carr. Part of me wants to pick the Falcons, and I don't know why.
Okay.
That was the other team I was thinking about.
That would mean Bijan went off, and then
they
found that they realized that Kyle Pitts is their
I'm not going to jail for picking. I'm going to pick the Falcons.
That's a fantasy. That's a fantasy football impact.
Yeah, I'm really hoping Bijan does well.
It's still Danny's fault if he does bad.
It's okay.
NFC West, I mean, that's easy. 49ers. There's nobody else.
I'm pretty sure we all have the 49ers, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Geno Smith does what he does again last year. And even
now this is where the AFC is where the fun begins.
Yeah, the NFC is boring.
We basically
I
went
can't
chalk.
not take the Bills. I'm. We'll get to wild card teams, Devin. Before you say anything, we will get to wild card teams. But I can't see the Bills not at least winning the division. It's going to be a fight.
I'm taking the Bills too.
But I can't not see the Bills. I need to see the Jets fully prove it before I could give them. I could predict them to win the division.
Do it, Dev. Do it.
Ruin your team.
Do
Come
it.
to the dark side. Ruin your team.
Come
Just
to
like
the dark
baseball.
side.
Just like baseball.
One of us. One of us.
Who do you got, Dan? Who do you got?
We will wobble. We will wobble. One of us. I
Come on,
want
Devin,
to say
take
the
Dolphins.
I want to say the Dolphins. I really do.
No, you don't.
Can you
I don't
imagine
think
if
so.
Tua was actually
2-9,
healthy all
baby.
year?
2-9. They should have beaten the Bills. Devin. I'm going Bills. I want to take the Jets so bad though.
I was thinking about it today too. I honestly wanted to take the Jets.
Just do
on
it.
that,
You know
but
you want to.
See, for me, seriously, it really does come down to this week 1 game. Because if you lose week 1, you can't. I feel like you're not going to be able to win the division.
Bro, week 1.
Because you have to then go to Buffalo and win in Buffalo.
Stella.
Yes. Week 1 must win.
It is.
Salah.
In my opinion, this is a big game, week 1.
Salah better be.
He might get fired after week 1.
All right, no, fuck y'all. I'm going with the Jets to win the division right
Let's
now.
go.
just so we're all on the same page, he also took the Yankees to win the AL East.
Well,
That's right. Y'all took the Mets too, so.
No, not all of us. Take that shit
just
back.
idiots.
All right, AFC North. We all
I'm
know
going
Mike
Ravens.
Tomlin's going to finish over 500. The Browns are probably the worst team in it.
Which is wild.
No, they're paying a quarterback like him.
Do we know if Joe Burrow's going to be back week 1?
He's supposed to be.
If Joe Burrow's going to play all year, I'm taking the Bengals.
It's Cincinnati's division to lose.
If Burrow's going to miss some time, I would take the Ravens.
I'm going Ravens.
I'm going to go Bengals because I think Joe Shiesty is just too good.
I'm gonna go Bengals.
Right.
Joe's my guy.
But I will tell you
Can't
one
wait
thing.
for the Can't wait for the Steelers to win that division.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the Steelers could be pretty good this year.
Yeah, I think they. Yeah.
I think Kenny Pickett's gonna be okay.
Yep.
He looked pretty damn good this preseason. He looks more confident. He's got the 2 gloves on.
And
killing.
Pickens looks amazing
Pickens
too.
is good.
The South.
This division is another clusterfuck.
I'm taking the Jaguars though.
Right. It's more NFC. NFC Southish.
It's the Jaguars.
South.
Titans, everybody else.
So you guys don't think the juju of Doug Peterson cutting his son today off the team is
That's tough. Can you
Can you imagine?
Oh. Let me
Hey,
tell
you
something.
suck at the sport I'm the coach at.
The man just didn't care. He didn't care to try to win and help you guys get in the playoffs, and he didn't care about cutting his son. At least he sticks to his guns. The guy does not give a fuck about you.
It's
He
true.
doesn't care. He is a very big me guy. That's tough. How you gonna face your wife and kids? All right. Anyway, who do
It's
you
gonna
guys
be
got?
pretty awkward this year.
Thanksgiving's gotta be tough.
I'm going Jags as well. We're
I
all
don't know
Jags.
how's things going. I
I
don't
can't
know.
wait for the Colts to win the
running
division.
low on money. I don't have a job right now.
Well, with no running back, I don't know how the Colts will win that division unless Anthony Richardson just absolutely balls out.
Right.
They win in that division.
Right.
Imagine like
AFC
he has
West.
a great 5 games, and then Taylor's like, "Well, I guess I'll stick around."
He is gonna be paid to basically become a free agent.
Yeah.
That's basically what's happening here. And then he's gonna expect the money that he wanted in free agency. And Arizona's gonna be the only team to offer it to him.
Running backs are a problem at this point. It's like,
Well, when top tier running backs are making less than Justin Tucker,
yeah, It's a problem.
I mean, it's Mahomes. Just Mahomes.
Yeah, Chiefs. I mean,
Chiefs.
this is an easy one.
Devin also, yeah.
Yep.
You're not thinking some random
Make
nice
that-
team.
yeah.
They're not winning. They're not losing that division.
All right, someone give me their 3 NFC wildcard teams. Whoever wants.
Cowboys, Seahawks,
Come on, Ben,
Vikings.
do it.
Vikings.
Do it.
I told you.
Oh.
I told you 10 wins is the ceiling. This team and their kicker will cost them probably 3 games. They'll probably be a solid, watchable team, but their inexperience and their horrible kicking are going to cost them, at least 3 games. They'll probably
How come
go
you didn't
7.
trade for a kicker today like everybody else in the league did, apparently?
Because we drafted Daniel Carlson's brother, and we just need to keep Daniel Carlson's brother. It's the only option.
I don't understand why so many teams traded kickers tonight.
I don't know. Mason Crosby's still sitting there, just waiting to be signed.
He's
So
waiting for you to call him. He's waiting for the Packers to be like,
he's
hey, this guy
exactly.
sucks.
He's gonna wait till week 5 when this guy misses 2 game-winning kicks, and then they'll bring him back. Anybody?
I'm gonna go Cowboys also.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Vikings,
Conference sucks.
and I'm gonna go New York Football Giants.
Wow.
I think they squeak in.
So
I think the Giants' outcome is very similar to what
No,
Danny
it's
said.
the NFC is
They'll
just
be
so
better.
terrible, and I think that they have good coaching, and I feel like they'll squeak in. And even with the harder schedule, I feel like certain players will step up enough to get you guys in.
They're gonna have to steal another couple games as they did last year.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
we will.
Lions, Cowboys, Giants. Danny,
I can't see the Cowboys not making the playoffs. So.
I
And the
agree.
Lions they're so due to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm actually got the same as Steve. I think I don't know. I think with the Giants, like you guys mentioned, and I think with the the Giants and Cowboys are going to be in there. I think with the Lions, well, you guys obviously think they're going to win the division, but like, can they have a better defense is really what's going to get you there. And I know that's an oxymoron because of the Vikings, so it's going to be interesting between the two of them.
I think they're going to have a much better defense. They drafted 2 young guys again. They're very young on defense, and I just think they're just hungry on that side of the ball now. And also, the Jets don't play him, so Rodgers doesn't have to worry about Hutchinson picking him off 20 times.
It's only twice.
On the goal line was one of them.
That's true.
But yeah, like
Justin Fields may want to find him on the sideline next time before he throws him the ball.
That was the worst one.
If he does that at any point this season, that's when I'm deciding the Bears need a new quarterback. That's the moment. All right, I have Chargers, Jets, Ravens in the AFC.
okay.
The only other team I think could sneak in would be the Dolphins, but Tua's got to be healthy. Tua's got to,
If the order
not
matters
die.
in this thing, I'd say the Jets and then the Ravens and then the Chargers, but whatever.
I didn't really give it an order, so
I didn't really either, so it's the same thing.
I have Bills, Ravens, Chargers.
so basically the same thing.
Just flipping the Jets.
Right.
I'm going Bengals. Excuse me. Bengals, Steelers, Jets.
Ooh.
Steelers.
Danny is
I don't know.
out on the Chargers.
Yeah, their coach is terrible.
That's true.
I know
not inaccurate.
Herbert's gonna get them to that point, and it's just like, man,
Right.
we're really, really wasting him right now. And that's like, come on, man.
All right.
And he just got paid too.
Herbert did get paid. Did Burrow get paid? No, right?
No, he's the next one.
Yeah, he's coming up. This is year 4.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I do have. We could run through this real quick, since he did send it over to us.
He's too much of a coward to show up.
Honestly. Back up your picks, so don't send them, okay?
Honestly. I'm waiting for the Jordan Montgomery Harrison Bader trade talk, you know?
Oh, boy.
Eagles, Lions, Saints. So basically the same thing as everybody else. In the NFC,
So that means none of this is happening.
Bills,
Great.
Bengals, Jaguars, Chiefs. It's like everybody else.
I mean, get him. Just don't even bother. What a useless. what useless.
I love how the NFL is harping on the "this isn't fixed" slogan this year.
Oh yeah, how they have the.
Oh my God, shit. Giants
You
ain't
picked
making
the Giants to make the
Oh
playoffs.
no, my God, oh
Ugh.
no,
MetLife
no.
might collapse week 1.
I'm going to have to change my pick. I'm going to have to go to the Seahawks.
Yeah, get him out.
All right, so I'm going to give you guys his championship game is the 49ers versus Eagles.
Okay.
And Bengals versus Ravens.
Whew.
With the Bengals versus Ravens. No. 49ers, sorry. I was going to say, can't have that. With... I only want to highlight them. Bengals winning the Super Bowl.
Okay.
All right.
Dan, what do you think?
NFC, I'm going Niners. I gotta go Niners Eagles, but the Niners win. And Chiefs, I'm gonna go Chiefs Chargers. I don't even know how it would work bracket wise, but I think the Bengals and Chiefs run into each other earlier, and one of them, and then the Chiefs come through, and it's a Chiefs 49ers Super Bowl rematch. But the Niners come out on top this time.
Okay.
They're just different.
Built different.
They are. Like, you watch those playoff games, every time they hit somebody, it's hard. It's, like, ridiculous.
I'm waiting for Devin to do what the guy on Hard Knocks said and take the Niners-Jets Super Bowl.
Jets 31-21.
Yeah, it's wild.
Just put it in.
Jokes on Devin. Rodgers can't beat the Niners.
That's a fact. Remember that.
It's just
The curse, the burden he was cursed with.
Clay Matthews is still watching Kaepernick run.
The hair is still flowing in the wind.
Okay.
Alright, Danny,
I'm going. Oh, this is tough. I'm going Eagles. Oh, I guess I gotta go. No, it's gonna be boring. You know what? Let's get crazy. Eagles Cowboys.
What an awful NFC Championship game for you guys. Oh,
Lowest rated championship game. Cowabunga.
Nobody's watching that in New York. Except
Eagles,
for Jet fans.
Eagles advance.
What's the early championship game this year?
Oh, Fox would explode for this championship game. I had to be different. Everybody was going Niners Eagles.
You're right.
You got to be fun about this. I hate it.
You got to be fun.
The world will collapse. We need championship week Jerry Jones to just talk absolute nonsense.
Oh God. All right, AFC.
I'm going for I'm going Chiefs Bengals again. and they're gonna have it's gonna be the tiebreaker, and I think the Chiefs do it again.
Sure.
So Chiefs,
So it's a
Eagles.
Damn it! It's the same Super Bowl as this year. All right, Steve.
Really kicking in now, boys.
Oh yeah.
Who's winning the game, Danny?
See, I was thinking about it. I can't say the Eagles. Kansas City goes back to
Yeah,
back.
you can't. You're not allowed to pick the Eagles to begin.
No, I can't do it.
So if we did get an Eagle Cowboy championship game, oh, it doesn't even say. No idea which one comes first. I think they're
It's probably they got the
the late
Fox.
game.
Yeah, because CBS has the Super Bowl.
Because they had the late, and also they had the late game last year. The Eagles. No, the Eagles had the early game last year.
Yeah, they had the
The
early.
Eagles were the early game last year, so they'd probably be the late game.
All right, Devin.
All right, so I don't see how anybody in the NFC goes. I'm going to do a 49ers and Eagles.
I don't know what. Oh,
I think the Eagles beat the 49ers because I don't know if I'm believing in Brock Purdy.
Okay. Fair enough.
oh, healthy Brock Purdy.
The AFC Championship game.
Do it.
Come on, Dev. Jets Bills. Let's go.
No, I don't think it
Jets
would be.
Chiefs go to Arrowhead and pull up an upset.
I feel like we hype the Bills up every year, and they just never do it.
Aaron
How many
Rodgers
years
has
in a
won an
row have
Arrowhead.
The
that's
Bills
a fact.
supposed to make the Super Bowl now instead of the Chiefs, and they just don't.
And that's why nobody
They've been
picked them.
supposed to for
AFC
2 years.
AFC Championship game. I'm going Bengals Jets.
You have to do it.
This guy's gonna. Poor guy's gonna have a
Pull-
broken
just
leg.
pull the trigger.
Just pull the trigger.
Jets Eagles.
That would make me kill myself.
That's
That would actually make me kill myself.
I want to pick the Jets so bad, but
Just two obnoxious fan bases playing each other in the Super Bowl.
From someone with experience, don't do it. From someone who wants to see carnage, just do it. Just absolutely do it.
you know, sometimes you just want to watch the world burn. You know,
You
If I'm
do.
gonna-
You sometimes I'm just to watch the
If
world.
I'm gonna lean into the Joker bit, I might as well just lean into it, right? Just
Fucking even if it's Jared Leto's Joker, you're still a Joker. Just go for it.
Jets Eagles in the Super Bowl. Jets win.
Can't believe we're gonna publicly post this.
Thank God.
I can't wait till Devin comes on like that first show after the Super Bowl, drunk from the party, from the
Jets
parade,
win.
and be like, "I fucking told you guys assholes."
Jets
Still
win
drunk a week
31-20. They win 31. He got it wrong. It wasn't the 49ers. It was the Eagles.
Yeah.
31-21 Jets.
What?
The guy from Hard Knocks, he's saying.
Oh. Well, that guy's stupid anyway, so it doesn't matter. Put a goldfish in an icicle. All right. Niners, Eagles can't, so we get some sort of Minnesota miracle again, or Detroit just goes on a crazy run. I can't see it not being it. We're gonna get a.
You know what it is? How long can the Chiefs go and make an AFC?
That's what I'm thinking here too.
This would be
They're
5-1.
gonna lose to the Bengals early.
That's
We're
what
gonna
I
end
feel.
up
I feel like
playing
they're going to lose
Jag-
to the Bengals. Honestly, who do the Chiefs have besides Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce?
Yeah, who else do
I
they
mean,
need?
that's
Marcus
the same roster they had last year. They won a Super Bowl.
Well, no, they don't have Juju anymore, so it's Valdez Scantling has to move up on the depth chart.
Kadarius
Cordelius
Toney.
Tony.
And Kadarius Toney's already hurt. He's not even going to play Week 1. He's already hurt. How much longer do you ask
He's
Patrick
hurt.
Mahomes to do it alone? I don't know.
He's
And I
that
love
good.
Patrick
He's that
Mahomes.
good.
And honestly, I'm picking him to be the NFL MVP this year because he is the absolute most valuable player in football.
Jaguars.
I like it. I hope the Jaguars are good.
49ers, Jaguars, Super Bowl matchup.
Evan Ingram
Doug
wins
Peterson's
the
gonna
game-winning touchdown.
Yeah.
Bosa
Everything
gets signed
Super
week
Bowl
of. Bosa signs week of and shows up and wins the Super Bowl MVP. So here are your. Doesn't help that I don't know what the damn order is, right?
I'm gonna
Offensive
say
player-
Joe too.
Jamar Chase.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Probably
they're
spelled
going off
Jamar
in his mind. Yeah.
Is it ER? Oh no, it's spelled completely different. I went with what he wrote, so yell at him.
It's 2 A's and I don't know.
Yeah, just write
Yeah.
Chase.
Jamar Chase. Miles Garrett.
Where did that come from?
Kind of out of nowhere. Okay. Sorry, Devin, but he has B. John Robinson, winning Rookie of the Year.
I don't care if he's the Rookie of the Year. Oh, well, yeah, him pitching it. Now my fucking
Yes.
football pitch and fantasy is
Correct.
destroyed.
Dan Campbell is going to win Coach of the Year. You said
Burrow.
Patrick.
Yeah, I think Mahomes is going to be MVP this year. Just because I don't see how he's not. Guy's fucking ridiculous. The only other person I could see competing for him for MVP, I guess two, would be Burrow and Hurts.
Dan,
Yeah.
you said Burrow, right?
No, I'm Sam Mahomes.
Mahomes just too good.
Then who was the one who said
I did.
Burrow? Also? You did.
Yeah, Vince said Burrow.
I am going to put Jalen because I think he should have won it last year.
Fair.
You know. Offensive player of the year.
I'm gonna go. Okay, so defense. Dude, that's a tough. I'm gonna
I don't
go.
Go ahead.
Going TJ Watt.
Offense.
You went defense? I
Defensive
thought
player.
we were going offense.
Oh, sorry.
He's
Shit, my bad.
on it.
No, I'm not on it. I I forgot. Offense and MVP is different. Oh,
He's been slowly melting for the last hour and 23.
Boy. Love it.
oh man.
I don't.
His name
I'm
is
gonna-
TJ Watt, not TJ Wyatt.
Did you take something to Steve?
Yeah, I think Steve took some too.
You gotta laugh at yourself.
You have to.
All right, so TJ Watt for Offensive Player of the Year. Who's winning?
Listen, Mike Tomlin pulled some weird shit out of his ass. You never
I
know
can see it.
this guy can end up.
The guy's a freak athlete. I can see it.
He can play tight end if he wants.
This guy could end up with 10 touchdowns before November, and we wouldn't even realize it.
MVP.
I'm going Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
Wait. Hold on. You would have.
Airplane.
You need an AFC. Isn't?
No.
Weren't you asking for? No, it doesn't matter.
No,
Yeah.
it's just league.
No, they only
Yeah.
do the individuals now.
But you wrote offensive player and defensive player twice.
You meant
See,
rookie.
I knew I wasn't going.
You
Oh.
meant rookie the second time.
Yeah.
I meant rookie. I thought I changed it. My bad.
Okay.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
All right. What do you got, Ben?
If the Niners are going to win the Super Bowl for me, I'm going Debo. That's just he's going to have to
Debo.
carry the offense.
Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, I mean that's a wild pick. It's off the board, but that's where I'm going. And I'm sorry, Devin.
Yeah,
I'm going to take Sauce Gardner.
it's all right, Vin.
For Defensive Player of the Year. Even though he's probably not going to win it because it's not going to be stats. But I just want to take him.
Okay.
So, Offensive Player of the Year, I'm taking Garrett Wilson. Because if they go to the Super Bowl, Garrett Wilson's got to put up stats.
True.
Defensive Player of the Year, I'm going to take Micah Parsons. I think he's going to have a big year.
Of course.
Get paid at the end of the year, isn't he?
Yes, he is. So I think he'll put up big numbers, get a fat contract.
This is actually why I'm actually taking him also Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year, though. Sorry, Vin. It's not going to be Debo from that team. Christian's having his back here.
Okay. That makes...
Christian's back this
That
year.
probably makes more sense than Debo. But... I'm trying to be off the
Christian
board here.
should open up more for Debo.
Right.
Offensive Rookie of the Year.
All right, who do we got rookie?
I'm going to say Bijan, honestly. He's the only real offensive rookie that really...
I do this all the time.
Impact.
Whatever the Panthers quarterback... Is it Bryce Young or Bryce
yeah.
Love?
Bryce
Young.
Young.
I always go between Love and Young. It's,
You said Bryce?
yeah.
Daniel?
I'm gonna go Anthony Richardson because he's gonna make those flashy running plays and just make enough passing plays. Even though they're gonna probably stink, he's gonna be exciting and be on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter everywhere and go viral. So I'm going Richardson.
I was going to go Richardson, but if the line is going to get past that hump, they need a running game.
Ooh, good one. Jameer Gibb.
So
That's a good one.
you don't draft that guy to not win it, to not get you in there. So. All right, Defensive Rookie of the Year. I'm going to start off with Will Anderson, Jr., linebacker, edge guy, Houston Texans. That's where I'm going. They always seem to have that one guy on their defense that puts up big numbers every year. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna take while we're here. I'm taking him as well. Somebody has to do something on Texans.
I do like the way what's his name was playing Stroud. Cool.
Yeah, Jalen Carter, like he's having problems already. With, I mean, did he get in a fight the other day?
Not that I know of.
I didn't hear it.
Something happened the other day with him.
Yeah, Mark Vientos with a useless home run. Let's go.
What's the score?
It's now 2-1.
All right, great.
Texas Rangers.
I'm gonna
Love
go
it.
with
Never mind. The game's over now.
Jalen Carter also. I know he's having some problems, but I think he'll figure it out.
Danny?
I'm going Witherspoon because for whatever reason it just works. The secondary play in Seattle just always seems to work. So I'm gonna go with him.
Okay. Coach of the Year.
Kyle Shanahan. They're winning the Super Bowl. They're gonna have a good year. Kyle Shanahan.
I'm gonna say Tomlin because it's just the Steelers make a crazy run to make the playoffs, and they're like, "Man, I don't know how you did it, Tomlin, but you did it."
Dev.
You know who to put up there. My beautiful, bald bastard of a coach. If we're going to win the Super Bowl, he's winning the Coach of the Year.
Robert Salah.
Salah, bro.
This guy's just cleaning house and
Just
everything.
leaning into it. Fuck it. Let's go.
I'm gonna go for a team that's just gonna miss the playoffs. Right? I believe he's the
Brian
coach down there still.
Nobody picked Brian Dable? Unbelievable.
Nobody picked him last year either, I think.
Yeah. Well, we didn't know he was a good coach last year.
Exactly. But he won it anyway. Is he the Falcon? Nope, that's not him. Just making sure I'm getting this guy right. He's that coach. He has a great mustache this offseason. Arthur Smith in Atlanta.
Okay.
I think they're gonna have a big year but miss the playoffs and be ready to make that move. They're gonna be the team that trades for Kyler Murray. I could see that.
All right.
Make sure everyone goes and places all your bets on everything we just said.
Yep, 100%.
All your
Exactly
life
what Danny
savings.
said.
If you want to win big money, you go to mine because I guess I have the longest shots on there. But if you
Right.
want to really just
It's upside.
if you want to just hit, go see Danny's. I mean, look at him. He's obviously right now.
All right. Let's close.
Well, this was fun. I can't wait till Devin's drunk at the parade and comes on and starts yelling at us. Like,
Y'all
fuck
are
is all
invited.
this sauce?
I'm not
Everybody's
coming to
invited.
no fucking parade. You can tell. I'll tell you that right.
You went to a giant parade. You might as well go to a Jets parade.
I didn't go to a giant parade.
You'll be there, Vin. All right.
Absolutely
We work
not.
in the city.
Right.
Knowing your luck, you'll have a job right by where the parade
You'll
is.
be there with an Aaron Rodgers jersey on. You'll be there.
Absolutely not.
I have a question. Did you throw your Rodgers jersey in the dumpster yet, like you did with
No,
your
I still
familiar
have it.
jersey,
It's
or
not in the
what?
dumpster.
He goes to bed with it on and sleeps and cries into
Not
it.
in a dumpster. It might be a dartboard, but it's not in a dumpster.
I miss you so much.
I can't wait for Jordan
Like
Love to win Offensive Player
Adam
of the Year
Sandler
and
in the Wakes
MVP
again.
and win 15 games this year. And Devin just like, oh, what the fuck? Traded for the wrong.
All right.
Dev, how pissed would you be if you figured out you traded for the wrong Packer quarterback?
Be tough.
Wouldn't it?
Well,
Anyway.
thank you everybody for listening. Week 1 is next week. College football has started. We'll see you guys soon.